I want to talk about the shoe drop syndrome, SDS. When you love an alcoholic and addict and you are further along in this disease, what happens is you have seen this person try to get sober and fail over and over and over again. They try to get clean. They're clean for maybe 2 weeks, maybe 6 months. And lo and behold, they're drinking and using again. And what happens is that when they do, you think your whole life is based on if they could just quit drinking, right? If they'll just stop using, everything will be great. But they quit, and all you have SDS, shoe drop syndrome. You are living in a space where you're constantly waiting for the other shoe to drop. This happens to me. I've been sober for well over double-digit years, and I do this all the time. This is what I do, is I help recovering alcoholics and addicts, and I support and consult with families and friends of the alcoholic and addict how to survive their alcoholism. And even though all that set aside, if I don't respond to a text or answer my phone for, during a 24-hour period, my daughter's father, he's SDS. He suffers from SDS. And we're co-parents to our daughter, but we're not married or anything. We don't live together, but he still has it. And so all of a sudden if I call him back like the next day, or I don't respond to the text, I don't see it, he'll call and he'll say, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I say, "What do you mean, what's wrong? Is everything okay?" And if he calls and I'll say, "Oh, I'm just having a shitty day," he'll say, "Are you drinking?" Can you believe that? Are you drinking? No, I'm not drinking. But he's got SDS. And that's what we do to people. We make people neurotic. If you have SDS, that's no way to live. You do not want SDS. First thing, they most likely are going to drink and use again, right? I mean, that is part of the illness, relapse. You need to be okay whether they're drinking or not. That's the kicker, right? Your happiness and your security and your peace of mind and your joy and your zest for life cannot be determined by whether this person is drinking or not, right? That takes some work. It takes some education, self-care, self-discovery, right? It takes taking the binoculars and taking them off them and whoop onto you, right? And you need support for that, right? You just need to get into a thought, shift your perception, which is not hard. Sounds like that was just a lot of work, but really what you're trying to do is shift your perception, and you're focused on them. And sometimes you don't need to do like a full 180 to change your life. You just need to shift your perception 1 degree, right? And you can see something else. That is big. You do not want to live your life with SDS. You have, and for me, the thing I can do to prevent SDS in people is I try to never let my mailbox get full. My mailbox does not fill up, because that's a sure sign someone's drinking. When you call someone that's newly sober and their mailbox is full, most likely they're out. I know that seems a silly thing to say, but that is my experience, and I have a lot of experience with it. I never let my mailbox get full, and I always try to text back or call within 24 hours. I'll say busy. If he calls me or texts me about something, I'll say busy, talk later, TL, right? I never just let him hang. It's cruel. But if you are suffering from SDS, you need to stop that. You need to knock that off. You need to drop your expectations, and that's a sure sign you need to shift your perception even 1 degree. And there's a lot of ways to do that. I have a new podcast coming out tomorrow. Check it out. That'll shift your perception. And there's also a quiz that I have created to help you find out where you're at on this journey, and tools right after you take the test within an hour, you're going to get a personalized playlist for you to start shifting your perception that 1 degree. Have a great day. Talk to you later.